What's up guys, Turbo Hickey for today, doing an ultimate trick tutorial video. Essentially I'm going to go through every single trick I know, I'm going to introduce it, show you how to do it, and then go step-by-step tutorial to actually tell you guys how to do it. So one thing before we begin is right below the video in the info, I'm going to put times of each trick so you can jump to each trick if you're looking for a specific one. So thanks you guys for watching and liking my other video. Alright guys, for the first trick I'm going to show you are O's. It's also the most common trick you'll ever see. I currently know 3 methods of doing O's, tongue, cough, and the jaw method. I personally enjoy the jaw method and I'll explain why and I'll show all 3 as best as I can. So initially you have to get your mouth into an O formation. A lot of people, the most common mistake I see people do is thinking they're getting an O formation when their mouth is like this. They're like going like, why am I not doing it, you know? Make sure your mouth is in an O formation as narrow as you can like that. So you'll essentially look like this. It's not a perfect O, but that's how it mainly comes out. For the tongue method, once you get your O formation like that, you use your tongue and you push it against your lips. Again, you're going to look stupid for all of these, but once you get it, you'll look cool. Don't worry. So I'll show you the tongue method. So what you have to do, you have to kind of release a steady stream of smoke from your neck, or from your throat, going into your mouth, and kind of push out the smoke with your tongue. So as you can see, it's very light, very kind of mellow, not that much smoke. That's why I don't prefer that. The second method is the cough method. You're going to use, it's kind of the same. You have to use the same formation for all 3 of these, but you're going to use a literally light cough. You're going to cough like, not even that, maybe even less, like a little tiny cough, and you have to do it periodically. So essentially you're going to look like this. You'll definitely be able to hear the tiny cough that you do in the back of your throat. To practice, I would essentially just go like kind of coughing like normal, like, and do as light as you can until you can kind of get like a barely any cough. That'll essentially just push the smoke out, and the formation of your O of your mouth will make it turn into an O. My third and final is the jaw method. Essentially, you're gonna keep your mouth in O formation like that, and then to actually explain this, you have to I have to teach you how to actually clock your jaw. So essentially, you're gonna have to go open your mouth and see if you could. So basically, you're gonna move your jaw back and forth like that. So you're gonna look stupid again. All right, but anywho, once you do that, if you open your mouth as wide as you can, and then push it back, you'll kind of feel it clock or click it back into place. So you're essentially going like this. Again, you look stupid, but okay. So once you do that and you have the O formation set, then you actually do the method and you actually keep a steady stream of smoke coming out, and then you actually, clicking of the jaw will actually shoot the O farther. I personally like this method a lot more because you could actually shoot the O's and they come out really smooth and they could shoot farther. If you want to do a lot of O's periodically or just at the same time, the cough method would probably be your best bet. But if you want to shoot them and have nice O's and shoot them, I like to do the jaw method. The second trick I'm going to show you guys is Cheerios or small O's. Essentially, they're really small O's that you shoot bunches at a time. So basically, you're going to have an O formation starting off, but you're going to have a really smaller O formation. So you're going to have a size of maybe like the size you would whistle at, like this. So you would have to whistle and have that O formation, but open your mouth a little bit wider, so like that. Now, once you have that formation, you have to keep the steady stream of smoke coming up through throat into your mouth by breathing out really lightly. And the way it shoots out of your mouth is actually tapping the inside of your cheek. That'll form a vacuum or something, shoot it out, and you do that consecutively. So I'll show you guys right now. So you're going to have that whistle formation, open your mouth, keep a steady stream of smoke out of your mouth, and tapping your side of your mouth. This takes a little bit of practice. However, it was my first trick I ever learned, so this could probably be one of the easier tricks that you guys can learn. The third trick I'm going to show you guys is the ghost. Many people have different techniques for the ghost, but I'm going to show you step by step my technique. So the first step is to actually inhale as much as you can, or you don't have to inhale that much actually, but essentially you're going to have as much as you can in your mouth. So you're going to close off the back of your throat and have as much as you can in your mouth, but basically looking like this, as much as you can. Once you have that, you actually open your mouth and push it very lightly out of your mouth without breathing. So I personally close my mouth. That's what kind of makes it come out of my mouth. Also, I kind of move my head back, and that will doing that will actually keep the smoke out here and keep it steady without kind of dissipating. So it'll stay right there. So essentially, you'll look like this. As you guys can see, the smoke is just sitting right there. So once it's sitting right there, you can suck it back in. There you go. So the fourth trick is called the atomic bomb. This is actually a combination of an O and a ghost. So basically you're going to do an O coming out, and as it's sitting there, put a ghost through it and then suck it back in. So essentially it looks like an atomic bomb, how it has a ring and then clouds. I'm sure you guys can make sense of it. But yeah, for my personal method is to use the jaw method first for the O. Once you have a jaw method, O, I do it very lightly so it doesn't shoot too far. And as it's kind of dissipating, or sorry, not dissipating, going forward, I kind of lean forward and blow really lightly smoke through it. And then as it actually goes through it, it's all sitting there and you just kind of suck it up. So I'll give it 3 shots. I'll show you guys how to do it. So. There's one. Two. Well, there you go. The next trick I'm going to show you guys to do is the French inhale. This is also a very common trick you see other people do. However, it's not too hard, but it is tricky in a technical way, as in you're doing a lot of breathing with your nose, a lot of stuff with your mouth. The first step to do this is actually to, well, inhale. And so you're going to keep your mouth kind of full of smoke like you did with the ghost. You're going to have it just kind of trapped in there, kind of like this. You're going to have it trapped in your mouth with the back of your, what's it called, throat or mouth closed off. And you're going to be breathing in through your nose. So once you inhale and have that trapped in your mouth, you're going to breathe out through your mouth, or kind of close your mouth, and that makes the smoke come out of your mouth like the ghost, and you suck it in through your nose. However, the formation of your mouth, you have to put your lip out farther than your front lip, so it actually goes out, or up, sorry, into your nose. So you're going to be like this, while breathing in through your nose. So essentially you're going to be closing your mouth as the smoke comes out, and you're going to be breathing in through your nose so it goes back in. That gives the effect of the French inhale. And it's kind of nasty too, but if you actually do it correctly without any smoke, you'll be able to smell your breath, and it's not very good. So, yeah. There's cool things like that, like moving your jaw and stuff. But so basically, yeah, the steps are to keep it in your mouth, put your lower lip in front of your upper lip as much as you can, close your mouth. That makes the smoke comes out up into your nose, and you breathe in through your nose. Again, it's tricky in a technical way, but once you get it, you guys can get it. It's also a very simple trick to learn. once you do get the technicality of it. So yeah. The next trick is the dragon. This is my personal favorite, and I also think it looks really, really cool. That's probably why. But yeah, there's two components that are difficult to this trick: is keeping your mouth in the right formation, and also blowing out the right proportion of smoke through your nose and through your mouth at the same time. So the first step in this trick is to actually have your formation of your mouth. You're gonna have your two lips right here join, kind of like your mouth is gonna go almost like a smile, but kind of like down like that. And you're gonna have both lips touching right here. However, you're gonna have two holes right here. Essentially, so you're gonna blow smoke out of your mouth and your nose at the same time. The second part of this trick that is difficult is breathing through both of those things at the same time. If you blow hard enough and keep your lips right here closed, it should come out your nose and the mouth at the same proportion. So it's a little tricky to get at first, but once you get it, it's pretty easy to get. So. This is one of the few tricks that actually looks better if you take a deeper drag. And as you blow out, you'll blow out more smoke, and you can also do cool things, I guess. Well, not really, but yeah. Next thing I'm going to show you guys is two O's. Basically, you're going to use the same method I taught you guys for the first trick, the O's. However, you're going to use the cough method. This is the only way it works with my knowledge. But you're basically going to you're going to make an O formation, kind of like that. But you could actually make a wider formation now, kind of like what people mistakenly do, like I said before. However, you're going to have your finger right here pressing against your lips. And as you do that, you have I'll go through it again, but you're going to cough really lightly through your throat, and it's going to come out and come through both ports and come out with O's. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys right here. For me, it works better if I press my finger against my lips at a pretty good pressure, and yeah, as I cough, it kind of comes out, and there you go. Yeah. Last trick I'm going to show you guys to do is the bubbles. This is a very good crowd pleaser to do with your friends. However, you're going to have to need a few materials. Number one, you're going to have to use a straw or a toilet paper tube or something cylindrical. And also, you're going to have to use dishwasher soap or any kind of soap that you have laying around. Mainly one that makes bubbles really easily. Also, little bubble things works very fine. I've done them with my friends. But basically, what I'm using is this toilet paper tube. Something cylindrical. As you can see, there's a little bubble at the end. You dip it in your dishwasher soap or any soap you have, and blow out. And as you have the bubble, you kind of flick it off, and the bubble essentially just holds the smoke until it breaks, and then the smoke dissipates. Very fun, very cool. I'll show you how to do it right now. As you can see, very fun, very cool. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. There's also a few cool things you could do with some homemade objects, such as like breathing over a dark surface, like this jacket, for instance. I'll show you. Once you breathe in, you can lightly breathe over it, and it'll kind of flow over it. So. One more time. This actually works with any dark surface or any surface at all. Another thing you do with the glass, you can put in the freezer, as I did. Basically, when you breathe into it, it cools the smoke down, and so the smoke sinks, and so you can just pour it out. So. once you have your cup full of smoke thing, you just pour it out. Looks cool, but yeah, you can just do it with your friends, do whatever. But thank you guys for watching. Definitely like and subscribe. Yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.